What is happening, Heroes in a Half Shell? How's everybody doing? Sorry for the late start. I hope you guys enjoyed the musical interlude. Today is going to be episode 13 of TMNT Splintered Fate. You know it's called Splintered Fate because Splinter is splintered from the rest of the fam. See what I did there? Okay, so I'm going to do a solo run first. I'm going to try to get as far as I can. We only have to beat Shredder 2 more times, and then the game is over. So we're going to try, and we have an announcement. We're going to be attempting a new game together, a co-op game, called Abathor. Amber picked this out early this morning when she came at the end of my Mega Man stream, and she was like, what are we going to do when we finish Turtles? I said, I don't know. So we're going to check out a new game called Abathor, which is, I don't know, it looks interesting. It's a Golden Axe clone, basically. It's like a $14 game, so. And I have a couple things to talk about before we start, which I'll talk about on my run. First and foremost, there's a misconception. I am not mad at the person that I called out on the previous stream. I was given bad advice, and it made the stream last longer. I'm going to cut that stuff out of the stream anyway, because there's no reason to have it, because it doesn't do anything. That person is free to give gaming advice when they want, or whatever, and I didn't mean to hurt her feelings. It's just like, I'm a very blunt person, so regardless of your gender, if you waste my time, I'm going to call you out. That's just how I roll. Like, I see men and women as equal, as under the Bible, so I'm going to treat men and women the same. Like, if somebody does something dumb, gonna call it out. I'm gonna be like, hey, now, you know, you kind of mess this up, whatever, and then move on. You know, I'm not gonna keep harping somebody on it, but I will call people out when, you know, things happen or mistakes are made. especially for live streams that ended up being very long. That's how I do things. So we're gonna start with ooze first. Actually, we can level up our ooze. Can we level up our ooze? Yes, we can. Alright, so our ooze is leveled up. Surrender. 15% chance of getting ooze. So we're doing one solo run first. But yeah, I'm sure we'll see that person tomorrow. She only watches certain streams anyway, but just in general, like if anybody's like, oh my gosh, you know, the streamer hates me because I got called out. No, I call out Majo all the time. Majo and I get into stuff, especially on last night's Mega Man stream. So, you know. That's just gonna happen, especially when you get like in this really close community. It can happen. People can clash a little bit. I don't hold any resentment toward any of my viewers unless they became X fans and then total resentment. But that would be justified, you know. You don't like me, I don't like you. But in terms of me like talking to my fans a certain way sometimes, no, I don't have any beef with you guys. I think you're all cool. Deranged X fans, yeah, I don't tolerate people like that. But that's, I mean, I think that's just what any YouTuber does, but that's besides the point. Now, about the game. I've been getting a lot of questions about this game because people have been picking up this game because it's Ninja Turtles, and they're like, how do you save? And I'm like, what? What do you mean, how do I save? I've been seeing this question a lot, so I'm going to address this. You can't save in this game. This is a Hades game. So a Hades roguelike game means that when you die, it's game over, and you go back to the very beginning. When you beat the game, you go back to the very beginning, and you have to do it over and over and over and over and over. This is not your traditional Ninja Turtles game. This is a Ninja Turtles property. That is correct. But this is not a Ninja Turtles game in the sense that you're thinking where you can save like your progress as you go. There are checkpoints, however. If you make it to a shop, right? If you make it to a shop, then you have the ability, okay? You have the ability to, if your game crashes or if you need to go somewhere and the game shuts down, then you can go back to your, you know, last save thingy, which would be the shop owner. Wherever you were with the what are you buying guy, that's what will happen. But it's not technically like a place where you can just be like, oh, I'm going to stop playing for the day. If the game jams up, you'll go right back to your previous shop. So that's nice. But other than that, no, there's no real save places in this game. It's not a Ninja Turtles game. This is a Hades game. It has designated places where it will either auto-save for you or something else. So I hope that clears up any confusion that people had about this game. And, yeah, when you win, you go back to the lair. When you die, you go back to the lair, and you start over again. And over, and over, and over, and over, and over. And on and on and on it goes. Adrenaline. Attack again for adrenaline upon defeating an enemy. What, honey?
Should you accept it?
Well, yeah, eventually, there are runs where if you pick up dragon coins or something like that, but the game has to unlock the dragon coins for you. So you have to fail a few times in order for the dragon coins to even be unlocked for you to start leveling up your character. I don't know how many failures it is. I think it's like 2 or 3 runs that you fail, then the game will unlock the dragon coins, and then when you have lost 10 times or you've completed 10 runs, then they'll unlock the dreamer coins. So that's how that works. Light attacks, nightfall, cloak. What meat? Yeah, but isn't pork from the freezer stay, I don't know. Well, I'm sorry you don't feel good, honey. Dark attacks, 25% dark. Core collapse. Stun an enemy. Defeating an enemy affected by darkness. Lingering darkness.
I feel weird.
How weird? Like, are you gonna toss cookies weird? Alright, why don't you drink a ginger ale? And also look online to see how long that stuff could be in the freezer for.
What is this? A fancy mouser?
You made the pulled pork a while ago. Well, you should double check before. Your phone is right there. Just look it up.
But if I find that it was past the date,
Defeat it.
Well, then you can drink milk and you can have, you know, ginger ale or something to help with that.
But I had this a few days ago.
No, you just had the... No,
No,
honey, the pulled pork was not a few days ago.
I did have... No, I'm saying I had it a few days ago also.
Oh, your tummy pain?
No, I had the pulled pork a few days ago also from the freezer. I've been having it all week.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm trying to save money.
I know you're trying to save money, but you're going to spend more money if you end up going to the hospital having your stomach pumped. Well, sometimes you have to for food poisoning. All depends on the type of food poisoning you have.
All I know is I was perfectly fine. Then I had that.
Did you finish all of it, or is there still more in the freezer?
There's still more in the freezer.
Okay, I don't think you should eat it anymore. I think you should get a ginger ale. Mastery, Utrom, Mastery, Special Charge. Defeating an enemy with your special recharge your tool. Defeating an enemy with your special recharges your tool.
Oh.
What's O?
Lead from the front.
No good?
Let's see what the chairman has in store.
It doesn't say months, does it?
New merchandise.
Weeks.
Fresh fares.
Hello again.
Alright, so I have the usability now. Okay, we want to do double your chance of selecting ninja powers. Nope. Double select when astral powers. Nope. Dodge chance.
It says it should last up to a year.
Interesting. Well, maybe it just didn't freeze properly.
Maybe it's because I put too much lemon juice in my stuff.
I don't know, honey. Maybe the lemon juice isn't good. You'll never know. You don't know.
No, I just bought the lemon juice a few weeks ago.
Pizza box.
Nice. Was getting hungry.
Turtle powers. You're the one who uses dark embrace. Cloak of shadow is not very good.
I'm gonna get a ginger ale.
You're gonna get a ginger ale. Deal 10 dark damage and pull in nearby enemies with it.
Feels a bit like a dragon upgrade.
Alright, look. I've got my...
Dreamer coins. Nice.
We have received a gauntlet challenge.
Don't mix milk and ginger ale, though.
Once
One more, Leatherhead. Always.
Like that.
Leo. Sewers. I'll be cutting out 20 minutes of the stream, obviously, because I had a musical interlude. That way I could eat my dinner, which tonight was garlic breadsticks without the cheese sauce. So I just had regular marinara, and my mouth is not on fire! So the cheese sauce mixed with the garlic breadsticks is a disaster. No, because I even had a breadstick without the marinara, and it tasted fine. It didn't even taste like super garlicky spicy. So when you mixed it with the cheese sauce, that's what turned it into a nightmare in your mouth. That was on me. Yep, I made the mistake. I will not repeat that mistake again. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made, yes. Yes, indeed. Why do I have a delayed reaction of spicy food? I have no idea. Because the cheese, I think, tasted cool. And then the burning happened, like... And I couldn't tell where it was coming from. I thought, oh, wow, these breadsticks are just spicy in general. Because I didn't have a breadstick without the cheese sauce yesterday. Every breadstick that I had one of the cheese sauces. I had 3 cheese sauces. So I had 2 cheese sauces yesterday. And I had no idea that it was the cheese sauce making everything spicy. I thought, wow, they changed the recipe and the garlic bread, or the garlic breadsticks are super spicy. No. Garlic breadsticks are tame. In comparison, it's the cheese sauce that's the spiciness.
Salva's mad at me. I don't have any wet food for her.
Okay, honey.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't eat before I do my last one.
Probably not a good
Karai.
idea.
She's waiting for us.
Yes, it does make you tired to eat. Gives me energy. Makes you tired.
Depends what I need.
Raphael, you're my inspiration. Special critical hit chance. Or 6+ critical hit chance. Critical core damage. Which one is better? 15% special. Ah, this one. Go ninja, go ninja, go, go, go.
Just,
Ow,
oh,
ow.
I'm so sorry.
Alright guys, let's get those likes up. We're 35 minutes into the stream.
I get really thrown off by people, man. Like, it's like people can hardly even find my channel, but the haters always find it. But I don't understand.
Because a lot of haters don't unsubscribe.
It's so weird.
Because they're conflicted. I've heard from, like... Amber? Amber, what'd you do?
Oh, sorry.
No, don't touch. I'll give you your controller later. Detractors don't unsubscribe.
But
Like,
why not?
so they can come to the channel and tell you how much they don't like you.
But why don't they just leave me alone?
That would be the most sensible answer. Like, I've already said, I've told my detractors before, it's like, if you don't like us, you don't have to watch us. Like, you don't even need to...
Like,
See, I told them, I said, I personally hate you. So, like, I don't go out of my way to talk to you because I can't stand you. I despise you.
Yeah, like, why
So,
would I, that's why I'm like...
Because I don't like you, I don't want to interact with you. I don't want to go anywhere near you.
Yeah,
And I'm not
so-
going to, you know. So
it's
then
like,
why
why would
do
they-
you come to my channel to hate on me when you obviously don't like me? It's like you're obsessed with me.
Exactly.
One man's
I even told one flat out. I said, if you got hit by a bus tomorrow, I would literally have champagne the next day. Like, I do not like you. You know, but I don't, like, think about you after I'm done streaming or whatever, you know. It's like, I'm not thinking, like, aha, so-and-so. I wonder how I can make their day miserable. I don't care.
I think about them in the same way that, like, if you're driving and a crazy person slams into your car and acts insane and is like, let me in! Like, I'm
Yeah,
just like
like a
I just
road
drive
rage
off.
person.
Like,
Yeah.
I just drive off and I'm like, weird.
I
I'm
haven't told them. I said your energy is best spent. You obviously like YouTube. Go watch a streamer or whatever person you like. You know, you're just wasting all your energy on hating. Like I said, I loved my haters. My haters back in the day were more fun because they would say, you know, I hate you. I'm not watching you again. It's like awesome. I'd never see them again. You know?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun because then they could leave.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, go in peace. I don't care. Cool. You know, but the other ones that think they can come to your thing like every day and mess with you, it's like, I literally despise those people. If something bad happened, I would celebrate it because I don't like them. You know?
Like, oh my god, I was thinking like our haters are like that scene in the Ninja Turtles. The guy is in the cab and they accidentally like hit what looks like a giant turtle. And they're like, oh my god, was that a giant turtle? And he's like, you're going to LaGuardia, right?
Well done.
Yeah. It's kind of like a cabbie situation. Yeah.
Completely moves on. Like, he's over it before it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't want strike. That would be bad. I want to do Utrom abilities. This one, attacks have a 30% chance. So that's a passive thing. But yeah, that's what I finally confronted one of them. Like I think it was like a year or so ago, and it's like, if you don't like somebody, you don't have to watch them. Like you don't have to. Obviously, you can't stand our content. It's like it doesn't benefit you to watch it because I mean, all you're doing is just obsessing over me, which is just creepy.
It is creepy.
You know?
Of course, I have a picture of you when you're sleeping.
Yeah, well, you're the ultimate stalker.
That's what I was gonna.
Yeah.
I told Luke I was gonna get my. I'm trying to figure out a new way to brand my channel, my K-Wife channel, and I'm gonna get art of myself as Syndrome.
Was getting hungry.
I'll say I'm Kwings' biggest fan. Have a little T-shirt that says Kwing girl or something. Yeah. I'm glad you said something about this. I don't understand what's happening. I just don't even understand. Like, I don't understand. Like, why are so many of them like that? I just don't even understand. Like,
I don't know, because...
So confused.
Because they see it. One person said it was their mission in life to make sure that we don't corrupt any other use. And I'm like, what?
Corrupt?
Corrupt? Okay.
How would you... What do you mean?
It's like, tell me you're in a cult without telling me you're in a cult.
But what do you mean corrupt? Like, we're playing a video game.
That's just what somebody said. They said, you use your platform for evil. And I'm like, what are you? Like,
what platform?
Platform, they mean... When they mean platform, they mean the size of your audience and all this other stuff.
But nobody can see us.
Yeah, I know. That's always the funny thing.
And it's always new people every 3 months. We're not using it for evil. We're using it to get paid.
Right. Exactly.
We're just...
Yeah.
Why would we use it for evil? But wouldn't we have to have people actually watching us for it to be used for evil? Like, if you were gonna start a cult, wouldn't you have to be seen first? Like, I don't understand.
I said the only cult that I'm guilty of is creating one for common sense. You know, I said I have a lot of like-minded people on my channel.
I'm just so confused because...
Is there something on the stove that
I
shouldn't
know
be
of.
there? We have a troublemaker on the stove. Oh wow, I have a really good run going this time. I got potency, I've got poison, I've got electricity. Watch Karai be a nightmare. Watch the Karai be the nightmare. That's what's gonna happen. This Karai's gonna be nasty. This Karai's gonna be bad. This Karai's got bad juju. Watch. I've got such a good run going. This is gonna be a deadly Karai. Watch my luck. Watch.
We're the only channel that doesn't say we don't support, like, we don't support any political candidate. We don't ask people to... You know what I think is weird about the haters thing?
Oh, hello, Sharon. Are we going to do Monster Hunter this weekend? We're thinking about doing it Sunday, because you guys did get 1,000 views. Yes. So there would be a post-game on Saturday.
Here's
Sunday.
my thing, like...
Sunday.
We are the only channel that I've ever seen
We go again,
that
Karai.
doesn't like say, oh, I voted for this political candidate and you should too. And we're also the only channel that I've ever seen that doesn't promote our own charity. Like, hey, make sure you donate here because this is a really great cause or whatever. But we just randomly say our opinion randomly, you know, on stuff. Like, people are like, hey, have you ever made grilled cheese in the microwave? It's like, yeah, here's how you do it. It's like
I knew it!
Oh, every YouTuber,
I knew it was gonna be Evil Karai!
every YouTuber gets asked questions, like, by their audience. Like, hey, how can I get through high school? How can I start a YouTube channel? We just give advice on our opinion, but it's not like we're trying to corrupt people. We're just giving our opinion. You can take it or leave it. If people ask our opinion, we just answer it being polite. So I don't really understand what their problem is.
The only cult that I have started is the cult of common sense.
Like I don't even.
I want people to treat each other like polite and kind and civil,
Yeah.
even if they disagree. I want people to be able to make friends with like similar hobbies, whether it's anime or video games or cartoon shows. You know, even action figures at one point. I think that it's important for people to surround themselves as well as get along with people that have similar interests in them, so that because of their similar interests, they can have some type of connection as people instead of like trying to create like this division with each other over every single aspect. Because if you look down at the surface of people, there are so many things as us as gamers and anime fans that will connect us. The only thing that will divide us is our political differences. Because when you cut us right down the center, we are the same. Like, we are gamers, we are anime fans, we are cartoon people. The only thing that's dividing us and turning us into monsters is politics. That's it.
Yeah.
People don't get into long fist fights over and nasty arguments over anime and anime waifus and all this other stuff anymore. You know, people have some common interests. They need to build up on that. You need to start with your common interests and go from there. And then maybe you can get to the point where you can agree to disagree on social and political issues. Because that's normal. That's fine. Yeah. But you need to look at the things that make you able to be relatable to somebody else, whether they're a girl or a guy or a different skin color. Because there are a lot of things that will be, like, unitable for you guys. So you just need to really look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd be very surprised.
I just find it weird that they said we have, like, a common thing that we're trying to, like, make a platform, because literally how are we doing a platform if half the questions we're asked on our streams, you and I have two different opinions? So how is that a platform? Wouldn't we have to be agreed before there's a platform? We just literally, people ask our opinion on things. Like, hey, you know, like, what do you guys think about this or that? And we have, like, two different opinions. So how would that be us having a platform? We're just literally just sitting here answering, literally people in the, most of the times we've ever given advice or said our opinion is when somebody asks us. Like, I've never just started, like, a stream and just been like, here's my opinion on this. Like, I've never done that.
I know. So, I addressed how people can, you know, do this Ninja Turtles game, but I'm not really done yet. If you guys are struggling with the game, VG Shine and some other people kind of taught me how this game works. What you want to do... I'm having heartburn from all the pizza stick thing.
Whoops.
Okay. So, no. Oh, yeah, that's reflux. You want to make sure that you have a lot of passive skills. So the best ones that I've found for the runs is you want stuff with ooze, which is your poison. So it's basically gonna, no matter what character you end up fighting, like the ooze is awesome. So you want ooze, you want electricity, you want fire, and then eventually if you can get dark flame or combustion or incinerary or inferno or blaze or whatever. You never want to change your strike. Like, your strike, you want your strike either to be poison or lightning. But you need to, at the same time, you need to have, like, a stackable, like, potency, like poison or ooze. And it's also important to get, if you can get the ooze shuriken, get the ooze shuriken. Make sure you get the flame dash and the ooze shuriken.
Yeah,
Right now, I just have regular shuriken, which
Sharon
is not very
says
good.
we don't want the politics discussed on the channel.
Well, most
That's
gamers
right,
don't.
Sharon.
Most gamers do not.
Exactly.
So that's how you guys can improve your run. Now, also bear in mind that Amber and I have failed a lot in this game. So the game is not going to be as crazy difficult as it is for us because we are on run number 25. We've only beaten the game 6 times.
Does Luke like pepperoni, says Sharon.
Do I like pepperoni? Yes. But I have to be careful what pepperoni I get because some pepperoni is made with chicken.
Yeah.
So I have an allergy to chicken, so I can't have chicken products. I can't have... food can't be cooked with chicken. Amber uses like a turkey... don't do that. Uses a turkey broth. Thank you. I was going to call it paste for some reason.
That's because I have a paste for my beef broth now.
No, I was actually...
It's called better than
I was
bouillon.
thinking broth, but then broth somehow turned into paste.
No, I wouldn't
Yeah.
drink paste.
No. It's a broth. Amber uses turkey broth.
25 runs, Mr. Luke, says Miss Deanna.
Yeah, 25 runs, Miss Deanna.
Be like water.
I'm embarrassed.
Chad says we don't talk about politics and we just talk about pizzas and clown pants. Somehow haters are offended by it.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't like us and you end up becoming a hater someday, don't come back to the channel and hate. Like, if you come back and you're nostalgic, that's cool, but it's not...
Watch for the trigger.
There's a time and a place to basically tell off a streamer. Like, coming to their channel and writing a nasty comment is only going to get you one banned. You're going to get your comment removed anyway because you probably are using very wordy language that's going to get the comment hidden anyway before we even see it. So it's just like wasting your time. Like, my advice to people who don't like people, just don't go to their thing. Don't watch their show. Don't, don't hate watch. There's no reason for it.
Like, there's people in this world that have been mean to me and they trigger me and... Like, I don't know. I used to, like, go look them up or something. Every time I looked them up, then I would get, like, this trigger feeling, and then I'd be depressed and have to watch sad movies.
Just a short stop.
So, why would you want to be depressed and watch sad movies when you watch someone that triggers you? Just don't watch them, because then you won't feel sad. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that?
Exactly. I mean, it's just a waste of time and energy. There's no point to it.
The person... Just think of it, I don't know why I'm trying to give advice to my haters, but here I am. Okay, so people that have been really mean to me in my life, I keep thinking like, oh man, they're never going to amount to anything. Their life is going to go in the gutter.
Ninjas
And then I'll
thrive
feel
in the
better.
dark.
But you know what? I'm just going to tell you, their life just keeps getting better and better.
Nice.
So in
Well,
reality, you
I
can
will use
imagine
this
their life
later.
going in the gutter, but it literally will not
Please do
happen.
come again.
Because most likely, they don't care about you. So their life won't get in the gutter because your life will be in the gutter because you're the one depressed and sad obsessing about someone else.
I mean, I don't really relate to other YouTubers. We have a new feature that's being added to the channel, and YouTube gave us this very business-like
more
email.
training.
And they said this new feature that's being added to our channel by the end of this month is called Super Chat Goals. And they were giving me... I have to read this because this is the weirdest thing ever. Like, you're not going to believe this. This is what YouTube corporate sees YouTube fans as. Okay? This is legit. This is 100% legit. So I'm just going to read this real quick. This is what they want us to do to help hype you guys up for the brand new feature that we'll be using. How to use Super Chat Goals. This is what they said. This is what they said for streamers. Okay? Alright. So if you reach 10 Super Chats, you'll react to a hilarious animal video. If you reach 30 Super Chats for the day, they will play the next level blindfolded.
What?
Yep. If you reach 40 Super Chats for that
What
goal,
are you talking about?
it's a shout out to the first 3 purchases. This is...
But we shout out everyone.
Right. But this is not tailored to us. This is what other YouTubers do. This is why we are so different than them. If we reach the goal, we will do a community post that you decide what we eat for the next day.
No! Don't do that! I don't want to decide what we eat.
This is what they send out. This is what they believe. This is how, when I was reading this, I'm just thinking, my gosh, how detached are people from their fans?
Is that what people want to do? Tell us what to eat? But what if I don't have that in the fridge?
It gets better.
No,
if we reach our goal, then you, the chat, can decide our next travel destination. If we reach the goal,
our next travel destination.
This is stuff that they send to every YouTuber. This is what YouTube believes. How, like, they literally, like, people I've gone to streamers with 1 million subscribers. They've gotten a $100 super chat. They don't even say the person's name. They just say, they look at their screen, they say, thank you for the super chat, and then they go right back to what they're doing.
What about their next travel destination? It says over there.
This is for a new feature that they're adding. If we reach the goal, I'll show you how to unlock a hidden level in the game.
But wouldn't you be doing that anyway if you're supposed to be helping them?
But this, you can just see how YouTube and YouTubers are just like, they're not interested in their fans. They don't care. And it's just, it's a very, like, it's almost, you know what it's like?
What are you saying? You're saying that they're using them.
In a way, kind of, yeah, because, like, they just see them as, like, they're always going to show up and give them money and all this other stuff, but it's like they don't have, I don't even think they know a lot of their top subscribers or top members by name.
Instead of doing something to, like, respect the fact that people took their hard-earned money to help the channel to stay on the air, they're making it like a joke.
So anyway, I responded to YouTube Corporate and I was like, we're interested in this. I was good. I said,
do we have to do the eat thing? Can we do something else?
These were just examples. I said, we're very interested in this, and we think the Super Chat goals would be a great thing for YouTube, because it's basically on Twitch and all this other stuff. But I said, could you maybe think of some ways that my wife and I could incorporate this with our audience, because most of that stuff is very superficial. Like, it doesn't work for us.
Oh, I know, we could... So in the middle, they said we will react to an animal.
No, it's just what they send out to.
So what?
It's what they send out to all their YouTubers.
Can we put an animal clip in the middle of the stream?
I don't even know how that would work. We're not even a reaction channel. I'm just saying, as an example, that's what they're.
Could it be a turtle?
That's what they count as doing cool goals with your fan base. But it's like what I was saying.
Sounds like your fan base is 4 years old.
No. What it sounds like is how celebrities treat their fans. That's the type of, like, oh, you know, thank you for showing up, I might give you an autograph type thing. What they don't understand is that streamers and, like, YouTubers, they're supposed to, without their fans, they're nothing. Like, without their fan base, without our members, like, we can't exist, right? So I don't relate to a lot of this, and this is why I've never really grown to 1 million subscribers and all this other stuff. Is, well, I mean, we are in a loop with this channel. Every time we get close to 600,000 subscribers,
people might want to see, as long as it's not something Luke's allergic to or that's going to make us sick. Within reason.
Within reason.
What if they want us to eat caviar or something? I can't afford that.
I don't know.
Maybe we can give a choice for different things.
No. I'm just saying, this is
be pizza or taco.
This is what they send. This is what they send to their YouTubers as a way to, quote, connect with their community.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like connecting.
In fact, when I was on a call a couple years ago, when they were asking me, what kind of stuff do you do for your members? It's like, oh, we do Ultimate Stream. And they're like, what? They said, yeah, somebody pays $100 and we do a 2-hour live stream. I was in there with YouTube Corporate and, like, 6 other big YouTubers. And this one dude who had, like, 3 million subscribers is like, you do what? He says, you get $100 and you waste 2 hours of your time playing a game your audience selects? I said, no, not my audience, the person who paid the money. He's like, excuse me? He says, your time is so much better used than that. I said, why? It's a perk. It's actually, you know, it's a great idea.
That they said that. They were mean to you on the call?
Oh, yeah, they treated me, they're like, how is this person even in the call? He only has 500,000 subscribers. Why is he here? And they're like, well, this YouTuber's been around since 2009, so he's actually been a partner way longer than you. And the dude left the call. He's like, yeah, I'm not hanging out with somebody this size. He says, I'm gone. He says he has nothing to bring because, I mean, his channel's dead. So he left.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
So rude.
Well, that happens a lot when I get into those YouTube calls, though.
I can do the YouTube calls from now on.
Nah, you'd cry. It's very stressful. But I offer good advice to people. I even said, well, you know, okay, I said, now that that tool's gone, I said, basically what happens, because I don't hold back. But I said, you know, now that dude's gone, or tool.
Yeah, good riddance.
You know,
Seems like a jerk.
it's important because if people are investing like hundreds or thousands of dollars into you, you know, you need to find a way that your community actually feels like, you know, it was worth something. And I said, I wish I could do more for the $100 they spend because it's very difficult for people to even afford a $100 tier. You know, we have like 17 or 20 people that do it a month, and that's an insane sacrifice. So it's like if I do just like a 2-hour stream for them, I mean, that's just the bare bones what I wish I could do.
Yeah, I think a lot of, and that's like I even get this.
Works.
Like even this is my opinion on life. Many times in life, when people give somebody a lot of stuff, like even like somebody, for instance, like your family's really nice to you, they do all this extra stuff for you, help you do all this stuff, and you're always the favorite, or you know, or you're a streamer and everyone's always donating to you, whatever. Many people look at that like, you know, selfish people look at that like, oh, everyone's donating to me because I'm so great. But in reality, people are donating to you because they're so great. When people do something nice for you, it's not because you're so great, it's because they are. People doing it. That's like a different version. It's like people look at it from two different sides of the coin. Many people go through life with the attitude that everything is going well for them because they're so great. And they don't realize that actually everything was going well for them because so many other people were doing things that were kind to them that they didn't even notice. They took people, the word is, for granted. That's what it's called. You take other people for granted. Yep.
So, I mean, I offer advice all the time to YouTube because I've been around so long. But, yeah, those calls with workshops with other YouTubers are always a nightmare.
That guy, the way he sounds, he said, my time is worth so much more than doing something nice to the person that donated something to me. That sounds like he's taking his fans for granted.
But there are a lot of YouTubers with millions of subs that do that, though.
I know.
It's just their mentality.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's their
They started out small, but when they got big, then they forget what it's like to be small.
Their mentality is that everyone's donating to them because they're so great.
But I have gone crazy in a sense because, like, every time, like, 4 or 5 years ago, we should have hit 1 million subs. What happens is the channel, every time it gets close to 600,000 subscribers, it resets back down to 550,000. It's like this endless loop we have to watch happen over and over and over and over and over.
And you know,
it's like being in Groundhog Day.
You know what's really weird about life? I'm not trying to get philosophical, but when I used to be on the other side of life, I used to have everything going for me. In my life, everyone was nice to me, my family was nice to me, my school teachers were nice to me, my people I worked for were nice to me, everyone was nice to me at one point in my life. And I thought it was because I was so great. I really did. And then like at one point I started to be a better person and realize that people that I took for granted were actually sacrificing for me, like helping me out. And I was not realizing that. Then as soon as I flipped to the other side of life and started trying to be a better person, suddenly my life started to go badly. So I think like there's a correlation when you actually try to do the right thing and be a good person, your life doesn't go as well anymore. So I don't know. I think maybe the reason why they get all those subscribers is because they have that attitude of they don't care.
I don't know. I've never had the mentality of like, I mean, I've told creators, they're like, what is your goal? Like, why do you want to hit 1 million subscribers? I said, well, I don't want 1 million subscribers. And they're like, what? I said, I would much rather have 500 paying members. And they're like, so you're in it for the money? It's like, yeah, why wouldn't I be? I mean, it's a job.
It's a work.
I said,
else is there?
I have a feeling because YouTube, you know, where I'm going to workshop with someone. I said
I'm in it for the glory.
No, I'm in it for the glory. No. Yeah, in it for the recognition. No. I was in a workshop with some of them.
Fame. What else is there? Fame.
I was with a workshop with a beauty YouTuber, a poker YouTuber, and one other person. And I don't know who they are. I don't remember. But like it was during the pandemic. It was like these group calls that they would do, and you would workshop and stuff, and they were saying stuff. And they were like, why isn't your goal to hit 1 million like everybody else? I said, because I know in 4 or 5 years the CPM on this platform is going to continue to go down because
You're
YouTube
smarter than everyone else
YouTube doesn't
there.
have an ad sales team anymore.
Yeah.
And look what happened when recently when Dr. Disrespect was banned from the platform,
And
the
people
CPM
with
plummeted.
And people with millions of subscribers are quitting YouTube because they can't afford it.
Well, what you don't realize is most of these channels with 1 million subscribers, half of their videos are demonetized. So they make their money through merchandise sales, super chats that they hardly ever acknowledge, and like the memberships and stuff like that. And they do crazy stuff for when they get members. They sing or they dance and they act like goofballs, but like they never acknowledge their members again. Like when their members become members, they don't do the silly dance and weird voice anymore. It's just expected. It's like, oh, welcome back, so and so. But they only know their members. They don't know their subscribers by name. They don't pay attention in their live streams. Their moderators are the people that say, so-and-so gave you money, so you should say thank you. It's like the streamer's not even paying attention to
Oh,
them.
wow. So the moderator has to be their conscience? Oh, my gosh.
Well, the moderators on, like, bigger channels are basically like admins. Like, they're literally almost like directors. You know how, like, in television you have a dude with, like, a headdress or whatever, and he tells, like, the headset, and he tells, yeah, headdress. Has a headset and he tells people what to do. And then it's kind of like a director. So there are a lot of bigger channels that have that. But yeah, when I was actually offering them advice, like right now, you have like close to 2 million subscribers, and you're well on your way. You only have like 400 members. It's like, if you could build up your memberships, you won't have to worry about your ad revenue problem. And I said, that's what I'm trying to do as well, because I don't trust the ad revenue, because you need to have competent people that know what they're doing with ad sales. And between all the different ad apocalypses, it's just not a thing that is viable for YouTube.
You got a super chat from a long time viewer. Oops.
You got a super
that's chat.
chat? Oh, it's Amber's like, you got a super chat from a long-time viewer.
No,
oh, hi,
I'm trying
chat.
to say it in a good. No, I'm saying it in a good way.
Oh my gosh.
Luke, man, you're just angry that they can't control you, says Chad.
I'm angry they can't control me?
No.
No, he says they're just angry they can't control you.
Yeah, they're just angry. Thank you, Chad. You're breathtaking.
But yeah, since day one, I always wanted to make this like my job and make this like a platform that I learn all the inner workings in order to make a living, because that's the most important thing. Any job that you do, you want to do it well, and you want to find out the inner workings so you can succeed at your job. So getting 1 million subscribers does not give you more money. That's the misconception. People think that when you get 1 million subscribers, you are set. Not anymore.
Luke, man, being smarter than them offends them, says Chad.
So, like,
Yup,
memberships and, like, regular donators and big donators and ultimates and stuff like that, they're the people that drive the force of YouTubers, which most of the fans don't even realize this. Without the fans and without the financial support of the fans, you would see a lot of YouTubers that you think are big disappear overnight. Because a lot of their really fancy videos that you watch are all demonetized if they have any movie footage, if they have any like trailer footage, like from a movie or a TV show, if they have any anime footage. All their videos are either yellowed out or green. Pay attention to your favorite YouTubers and see if they talk about, you know, their Patreon or Subscribe Star or becoming members, like in the first 30 seconds of their video and at the end of their video. If they're pushing that, then you know that that YouTuber is not making ad revenue. Especially if they have a long list of like members and stuff at the end of their video. If they have like a big scrolling thing. Death Battle is a core example of this. Death Battle is coming back, and now like the Screw Attack people own it. But they're going fully crowdfunded because their videos, most of them are not monetizable. So they were being paid by Rooster Teeth. They're not being paid by Rooster Teeth anymore. They're literally going to be a crowdfunded channel now. So whatever fans decide to help with, like episode by episode, that's how they're going to get paid.
Oh, okay, thank you, Morgan. Says, if I didn't like Batman or any of the same stuff as Luke, He's from Illinois, so I gotta support it. That's a brother right there. Love from Chicago, Luke. He did live in Illinois for 6 years. That's true,
I'm not
Morgan.
from Chicago.
He's actually originally from New York, but
I'm a New Yorker who lived in the Midwest.
I'm from Chicago. Unfortunately, the less cool part of our
Amber
team is
Amber was the Midwesterner that I scooped up, and I had her come to me.
Luke lived in Illinois for 6 years near Chicago.
I can go off the states I lived. I lived in near New York City when I was born. Then I went to Michigan. Then I went to upstate New York. Then I went to Illinois. Then I went to on the border of Canada. That's where my college was. Then I went to Chicago. Then I went to Boston. And then from Boston, I went to New York. Then back to Boston. And then Amber and I moved to Pennsylvania. So I've been in 3 East Coast states. 3? Yeah, 3. New York, Boston, or New York, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania. I've lived in 1 Midwest state.
Yeah, I don't have an accent from New York.
No, she does not.
J-Dog.
No, she does not.
I will, and I do not have a, well, some people thought I kind of talked faster when I was in Boston.
You had to.
But I do not really have a Boston accent.
No.
I used to have a Chicago accent because, yes, my brother was born in Chicago. I was born 20 minutes from Chicago. And my little brother was born like 40 minutes from Chicago. Most of my life, growing up, I was living in or near Chicago, and then I lived about 2 hours from Chicago for the rest of my life. So, yeah, I have like a Dan Aykroyd accent, I guess people would say. I don't know, but Chicago. It's like the
you have once in a while.
Chicago accent.
Once in a while, you have a Chicago twang, a little bit, but not a lot. Every once in a while.
Nice. I definitely have an Illinois accent.
But when you first moved to the Boston area to be with me, and you were like, a year or two, and when you started doing YouTube videos, if you go back and you listen to your early YouTube videos, you can hear the twang.
Morgus says, Amber, being from the Midwest, do we have an accent? Because I don't hear it. If
go to the Midwest, or go to the East Coast, and someone will tell you have an accent.
If you move to Massachusetts, or even Pennsylvania, or probably even if you move to the South, people will tell you have a different accent.
Yeah.
When I moved from Illinois to the Boston area, I could not go a day without people saying, "Where is your accent from?" And people thought it was Chicago. They did not say Illinois, they said Chicago. So, and I'm, my whole life I lived within 2 hours of Chicago. So, it's like they could tell I was from the Chicago area. I don't know how, but people in Boston are pretty good at accents. So, and then weirdly enough, I'll tell you, Morgan, I was in Massachusetts for 10 years, did not pick up the accent, then moved to Pennsylvania, and everyone in Pennsylvania is telling me I have a Chicago accent. And one lady, when I moved to Massachusetts, thought I was from England with my Midwest accent.
Oh, that lady. Yeah, I remember her.
She thought I was British.
Yep.
Which is very strange, but
because you spoke slow and proper.
Because people from the Midwest speak very slowly and enunciate everything they're saying.
Yes.
So if you do move to like the East Coast, somebody might think you're British coming from the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
It is possible that someone will think you're literally from England, because people from the Midwest over enunciate everything. And they say every consonant and vowel, like very purposefully. With purpose. With purpose. Feeling. Not with feeling, actually.
Enunciate! I'm the odd one out, though, because I've been to so many different states. Like, if I would have stayed in New York, I probably would have had a very thick, like, Brooklyn or Bronx accent. Because that's how my family talked. when I moved to Michigan at like 7 or 8 years old, and then I moved back to New York, like I didn't have that thick accent anymore because now I was in upstate New York, and upstate New York does not have that thick, city accent. They have more like rural, kind of, like, so the only time that you would really hear that thick, like, sound in my voice and stuff with that when I would be near the city, because I'd be hanging out with my uncle or my grandfather or something like that, and it would just come back. But when I was living in upstate didn't really have like a very big, at least from what I remember, didn't have a very high accent.
Yeah, exactly, Luke.
Boston did. Like, Boston people always asked me where I was from because I lived in the Chicago area for about 6 years. So my East Coast and Midwest thing got, like, fusioned. So it was really weird. Some words I said sounded like I was from New York. Some words I said sounded like I was from Chicago. So, like, it always confused people when I would talk because they didn't know. They would be like, I can't quite pick where you're from. It's like, well, what do you mean? And it's like...
Yeah, because the Chicago accent is thick. Mm-hmm. Just like New York accent.
And then when I went to Boston, I really drive people crazy. Because it's like, I did not fit in there because they were like, you're a Yankee, aren't you? I was like, what? They said, you're a Yankees fan. I said, because of the hat? They said, not just that, it's just like, something about you just screams New York. It's like, well, I was born there, and I went to college there, so, maybe. And they're like, they said...
Maybe it's because you have taste in food. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
How I got in good with the Boston people, they said, how do you feel about the Red Sox? And I said, I think that they're due a World Series. And they said, I like this guy. So, and that was before the Red Sox won a World Series. Like, again. That was before the Red Sox dominated.
Yeah, but the people that I stayed with for a while in Massachusetts, when you came to visit me and you had a New York hat, the guy that I was staying with a family for a while, and the dad said to me that if you showed up with the Yankees hat again, that you were probably going to end up getting beat up. Not by him, but like in general on the street. That you were
I had
visiting.
a lot of that advice.
Like,
don't wear the Yankees hat.
He's like, I would advise him not. He's like, you should put that in a box and do not take that out until you move from the state.
Yeah, I know. He told me that sometimes too.
I think he was actually trying to make sure you didn't get killed.
I mean, he always looked at me weird too. Like maybe he was the one who was gonna do that kind of stuff. I don't know. But it was always weird.
Was it that easy to win over the Bostonians, says Miss Deanna?
Yeah, just mention go Red Sox. I was wearing a Yankee hat and I said, yeah, Red Sox. Toast.
Midwesterners, we almost speak as if the other person needs to hear every detail of what's being said. Yeah, Midwesterners talk as if it's going to be the end of the universe if every syllable isn't understood. Yeah. I mean, I can actually hear some of my family from the Midwest when they enunciate their name on their answering machine. They take a long time to say every syllable of their name, like as if the person calling doesn't know what their name is. Like, it's almost like people from the Midwest talk as if somebody is right. It's like important information that's being, it's like a what do you call that? It's like some kind of thing that needs to be wired, a special message that needs to be wired to the Pope overseas or something. Nice. It's impertinent information. Yeah, every single thing that Midwesterners say, they enunciate every single syllable. And take time to do it. And they actually teach you that in school. They teach you in school growing up.
Oh, my English teacher in the Midwest did not like me.
They teach you it in school. I want to play, like, you have to separate the T's. You got to say it correctly. So it makes sense why some people would think people from the Midwest are from England, because they are really enunciating everything. Yeah, Dozenor says, hi, Luke and Amber. For me, I'm in Texas, and I don't have a Southern Texas accent, which is HS. I lived in Washington State for 2 years. Everyone
go.
didn't think I was from Texas and thought I was from the East Coast. Oh, wow. I thought I was from the East, says Dozenar. Oh, wow, Dozenar. So you have a different, accent than everyone around you. Interesting, Dozenar. And, Miss Deanna says, my college bio teacher told me that he went out of state. Someone said that he was from New York. He corrected them saying, no, he's from New Jersey.
Oof.
Saying he was from New York. Corrected them saying that he's from New Jersey. Oh, and the other person said same thing.
Same thing.
Which is insulting to me, says Miss Deanna. Yeah, exactly. No, the Jersey accent and New York accent are not the same accent.
Yeah. So when I drove my poor English teacher crazy especially when I would come back from the summers from New York. So school would be starting, and I just spent the summer in New York, right? So I was with my uncle and my grandfather. And first week of English class, like, because it took a while for the accent to fade, right? So she would have me like read stuff, and then she would be like, she'd take her little stick on the chalkboard, and she'd be like, no, that what did you say? I said, what? She said, what did you just say? I said, water. And she's like, it's water. I said, the dude picked up a pitcher of water. She's like, pitcher? So, I mean, like, most of the words I said drove her crazy. And, you know,
Yeah.
and it was just how I spoke. So, you know, I was always, like, making the kids in the class laugh because I wasn't trying to be a class clown. It's just how, that was my way of speaking.
Yeah, in most of Illinois, it's hard to even have an accent. Like, when I grew up in Illinois, I had that same thing where people told me that people from Illinois in the Midwest had no accent. Which, in their mind, they don't have an accent. They believe that they speak English. Like,
Speak English.
very clearly, they try not to have an accent. People from the Midwest try not to have an accent. They try to speak correctly. They try to speak correctly.
Correct. What did you just say?
I was doing something from Alice in Wonderland.
Okay.
They speak correctly.
I need to do the Shredder thing real quick. Shredder's gonna talk, and then I'm gonna fight him.
But I would say that
no. Let me pause.
people from Chicago do have an accent, though.
Yeah, they do.
And people from... sorry.
I'll never underestimate
I warned you.
but I will never fear you.
Then you are only half correct, mutant.
Okay, that's all you had to say. Okay, you go do your thing
I
now.
was gonna say, even though, in my mind, I didn't have an accent, if you listen on my old videos, you can tell I did. People, in their minds, people from Illinois believe they do not have an accent, but in reality they do. Because it sounds like a southern twang. If you actually compare, you know, your Illinois accent to the rest of the country, they have an accent they're not aware of. Oh my gosh! That's how it will sound like if you're from Illinois. Oh my gosh! Like, well, as a girl, not if you're a guy, whatever. But you know, like, like, you have this, like, twang at the end of what you're saying.
You don't really have a twang anymore.
It has, like, this lilt to your voice. So it's like, you have a different way of talking it's not necessarily, there is an accent there, but people just are not aware of it, unless you have to leave. You have to leave the Midwest. Once you leave, then you will understand you did have an accent. You just didn't hear it at the time.
Multi there.
Morcus said, I drove my English teacher crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's difficult to...
If you're a kid who moves from the East Coast, especially New York, and you go to like Illinois or Ohio or something like that, your first like 6 months in school is gonna be rough because you're gonna sound way different than everybody around you.
Well, Morgan is from Illinois, but he said he drove his English teacher crazy anyway.
All right.
I mean, it's even if you're born there, it's hard. however much you're pronouncing your words when you're in Illinois, it's not enough. It has to be more. PJ says, I have a Philly accent and I have an Indian accent in terms of being in Pennsylvania.
Wow, that's cool.
That's a very cool accent to have, Geeky PJ.
Indian and like Philly accent at the same time. That's dope.
It kind of, PJ, that kind of reminds us of our friend Danny in New York, who his family is from Vietnam.
Yep.
So he might have a tiny, you know, Vietnamese accent, but he also has a really thick New York accent.
Oh yeah, he does.
So you're kind of similar to that, whereas like you have a Philly accent and then an accent from India also.
If you want to know what a Brooklyn person sounds like, listen to Danny from Nintendo K channel.
Yeah, I thought
got
he was
a strong Brooklyn accent.
I thought he was doing a impression of
No.
Who's that guy?
It's his accent.
Bobby Flay. He sounds
Nope.
like Bobby Flay.
Nope. But he's got that beautiful like Vietnamese accent mixed with the Brooklyn. It's just it's something special.
Yep.
It's great.
In New Jersey, we pronounce it as water. Says Miss Deanna.
Now I know why Miss Deanna and I clash sometimes. She's from Jersey. It makes sense.
Yeah, but that Jersey, both you guys both have New York. You know, a valley or not New York. I'm sorry. New York and New Jersey. I'm sorry. East Coast values, East Coast mentality, East Coast way of talking and going about.
I like Deanna. She's
It's
fun.
New York and New Jersey is similar, but not the same. I can definitely hear, like, you know, like in cartoons and also just in like sitcoms and everything. You can definitely hear there's a different accent for New Jersey than New York. It's definitely different. Not the same. That would be like saying Boston and New York are the same accent.
Ugh!
Which is not which is
Jersey.
not.
Jersey is close to a New York accent though. It's very similar to it.
It's not the same. Though.
Well, I mean, there's been very exaggerated Jersey accents like Harley Quinn and Jersey Shore, but for the most part, most people from Jersey just sound like they're from the city.
Yeah.
They say a couple words a little different, but for the most part, it's you know, you have to have a good ear to hear the difference.
Yeah.
Ninja damage! I need to train harder!
How is the cheese sauce doing with you, Sis Marion?
I did not have any more today, Marion. I had marinara sauce today. I had marinara with the breadsticks.
Yeah, well, thank you for the kind words. And Morgeth and Luke did live in Illinois for 6 years, even though he pretends he didn't.
It was all a blur. The most important thing that happened in Illinois is I met my beautiful bride. That was it. Every ounce of pain that I went through moving to that state, no offense, was to meet Amber, and you know, that's what I believe. So everything,
I'm from
school, the car accident, everything.
I'm from North Carolina, but I'm really from Alabama, says Willie. Awesome, Willie. Very cool.
We're about to beat Shredder. He's gonna talk soon.
Okay.
I've been hammering this fool.
Captain Zach says, now I pronounce it water. I just like to say it like that, says Captain Zach.
That's the right. It's water. That's how you say it.
I don't say it like
Practice these important words. Practice these words, okay? I'm gonna get a drink of water from the faucet using the pitcher. And put it in the pitcher. There you go.
No! I will return! Can and is Shredhead.
We won again, dudes. Lucky number 7.
I would argue that perseverance and teamwork are to account for your victories far more than mere luck, Michelangelo.
Father!
Yes, my son, and a very proud one indeed.
As you have every right to be, Ratmaster. Your spawn continue to defy expectations, despite the unfavorable odds they face.
If you ain't figured it out by now, you picked the wrong family to mess with.
Yes, well, there are other families besides your fraternal menagerie involved in this game. Perhaps more than you realize.
Hate to break it to you, but the only families in this thing are the Orokus and Hamados. Stockman don't got a family, just his stupid mousers.
Whoever you're talking about, what's your point, man?
My point, Turtle, is that we yet have time to find out which family, as your hot-headed sibling so crudely exclaimed, should not be messed with.
Based on empirical evidence, I'd have to say we already know the answer to that.
Yeah, and that ain't being cocky. That's just plain fact.
Totally. And don't you owe us a trophy, dude?
I do indeed, Turtle Child, and this trophy could not be more apropos to the conversation at hand.
Oh, man, guys, it's us.
Yes, the image of a loving family frozen in time, a priceless keepsake, and quite possibly all that will remain to you of your father's visage should you fail to win when it counts most.
And when will that be?
I suggest you ask your robot companion.
Wait, how do you...
Goodbye.
Alright, so that was a successful run. This is our loadout if you guys want to try to do that. So our loadout was Turtle Ooze. Final Strike applies 6 stacks of Ooze. We had Quick Feet, Extended Assault, Shift and Shadow, Call the Void, Core Collapse, Mastery. Mastery what? Mastery Strike. Mastery Special Recharge. Ah!
What did you do?
I forgot to show the other ones. I hit the wrong button. I was going to show the goo stuff, and we had some good stuff. We had good stuff. Darn it.
Good game.
April O'Neil,
Yes, Metalhead?
awaiting orders. Proceed or stand by.
You know what? Go ahead, my friend.
Warning, incoming.
Gotta say, you make it look so easy, MH.
It's not often we take pictures as a family, so this old photo is very special to Sensei. We need to make sure it's not the last one we take together.
I don't know why, but seeing this makes me sad.
What does? Did you guys lose?
No, April. It's the trophy we won. An old family photo Father keeps in the dojo.
Stinking creepy guy, playing with our heads all this time, and now he's gotta mess with Mikey's heart, too?
And somehow he knows that we're using Metalhead to analyze the trophies. It's like he's nowhere and everywhere all at once.
Cross-checking item.
I swear, just when it feels like we're getting close to figuring some things out, that jerk throws another curveball at us.
Analysis complete. Photograph confirmed as missing inventory item. But a new variable exists.
Whoa. Does this mean what I think it does, MH?
Affirmative. Last inventory item missing is the final trophy.
Wait, is Nuts and Bolts here talking about Master Splinter?
Affirmative. The final trophy, Master Splinter, will bring inventory level to 100%.
So, this is it then.
The final boss battle. That's why he told me to ask my robot friend. He knew we'd find out we made it to the final round.
Which also means he'll be ready for us.
Dude can chuck all the curveballs he wants, because we're ready for his sorry act, too.
I agree. We've gotten past everything he, Shredder, and Stockman have thrown at us so far. We're as ready as we're ever gonna be.
And willing. No more second guessing, no more hypotheses, no more analysis. Yeah. Let's just go get our dad.
Alright, guys and gals, you heard it. So one more run and it's all over.
One
So-
more? I thought we were doing 2 more.
No. Didn't you just hear what the... Were you not paying attention during the cutscene? The Metalhead just told Donnie inventory is, like, currently at 95%, so... You just need Master Splinter and it's at 100%. Now, it doesn't matter if you get 100% anyway of all the inventory because there's no ending credits. Nobody knows how to unlock the ending credits in this game. Once you get Splinter back, it's game over, but there's no end credits. So nobody knows how to activate the end credits. No one knows.
Yeah, that's really cool that there's that people vacation in Oh my gosh. In New Jersey, Miss Deanna. That's really cool. Yeah, there are a lot of nice places in New Jersey. One of my cousin's fiancés from Connecticut said that New Jersey is a beautiful state, and people go from Philly go on summer vacation to the beach. Awesome, Miss Deanna. And I will... Oh, I'm so sorry, Marion. I will be keeping you in my thoughts and prayers. You're doing great. I have trouble with my speech, so it's hard for me sometimes.
No
I understand,
surrender.
Marion. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
Hi, Alpha. Hi, Dana's Game Review says my dad has that lingering New York accent where he says water sometimes. I was teased in Wisconsin State in my high school years. Then I moved up there, and kids up there thought I was from the East Coast when I was from Texas, since my voice didn't sound Southern. Interesting, doesn't R?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would happen.
I don't know if... I mean, it depends. I mean, if I answer that question out, I'm gonna have a lot of hate, because I've answered questions like that before in the past, and
What you doing?
it's just referencing which states are more sane on what part of the country. So if I say what
Don't
what
hit that
states,
limelight. Nope.
If I say what states I find the most sane people in, I will have a lot of people after me, because I may think that nobody's watching from certain states, but they're here.
No, you do not.
In the background.
Nope. That's a bad idea.
So, I can't... I mean, I have an opinion. I definitely have an opinion on this. But I can't say it. I did say it when we used to travel a lot. I used to vent about going certain states. And that I thought it was crazy in certain places that we have gone.
Make it better,
But...
I guess.
So you can see, I have a lot of haters right now, and that could be partly why, because of the statements that I made, just being honest. I really wish I could answer your question, Alpha, because I have a really interesting thing to say about that, but I can't.
Don't walk around the question. You said you can't answer it, so you can't answer it.
I would say the most sane people are people from Illinois.
I can do better.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just...
Let it go. Alright, here we go. Wait. We already did our upgrades, but I need to do something first. We need the ooze power up first.
I'm just kidding. I can't.
Ooze power up first.
I can make a thing on the... I will say that growing up in the Midwest, going back to accents, growing up in the Midwest, I basically... If you tried to, like Luke was talking about with his English teacher and stuff, if you tried to say things in a cool way or sound cool when you were talking in Illinois, unless you were from Chicago, which I do think Chicago is a cool accent.
Nothing comes easy.
But if you were in...
On our way, Father.
This is our turf. Anything else ain't invited.
There you go.
If you were in small town Illinois and you tried to say something in a cool way, people would kind of look at you like, what are you doing? Like, you're from Illinois. You don't have an accent. Like, what are you trying to do? So, going to the East Coast, everybody kind of sounds cool, I felt. Like, everybody. Like, Bostonians sound cool. People from Jersey sound cool. People from... Honestly, I feel like people from Pennsylvania sound kind of cool. People from New York sound cool. Because the thing about the East Coast is everybody talks really fast. So, you're going to sound cool when you're talking fast. And I think a lot of people in other places in the United States do sound, I really like almost every accent in the United States. We obviously, our friend and editor for years was from Louisiana, and he had a very cool accent. And like I like the Southern accent. I like the Texas accent. I like California accent. It's cute, and on girls it's cute, and it's kind of cool for guys. Of course, like even in Ninja Turtles, like back in the 80s, that was from.
Never stay away from the portal.
That was from the like they were trying to do a California accent, like Surfer Guy. But that's not quite the Californian accent now anymore.
It used to be.
But it did used to be. So almost every state in the United States has an accent that's cool. And if you listen to Dan Aykroyd, you know, it's his Chicago accent, he does sound pretty cool. So, you know, almost every state has it. You know, you may think your state doesn't have a cool accent, but you know, almost every place that, like, everywhere in the United States has kind of a different way of talking, and they all sound pretty neat, actually. But, you know, I'm glad that I was able to live in the East Coast for a long time because, you know, I think it was kind of freeing to not have to pronounce every syllable all the time of everything I'm saying.
These are the spitting ones.
Like, not that they don't. In fact, I think most people from the East Coast do pronounce all the syllables. I just can't, because I'm trying to keep up with everybody. I had to learn how to edit the way I was talking, because I literally couldn't pronounce everything, because they were talking so fast that I could not. I was trying to keep up, and I had to actually just get rid of, like, letters from the words I was saying, so I could try to keep up.
Upgrade.
So I had to make like a modified version of what I was saying.
Living ingredients. There you go. Okay, moving on.
So yeah, but
we have to get your base in ooze first, and then once you get, we're gonna get you a fire strike is what we're aiming for. Fire strike is next.
To answer your question about difference, well, now I don't really know what's going on with the. I mean, there's a lot of, from my impression of the West Coast versus East Coast. East Coast is more, you know, you have a lot of business stuff there, and West Coast a lot of stuff dealing with like Hollywood and stuff like that. So you have different kinds of centers. Like, they're both successful, but they have a different, you know. East Coast is more like get up at 6 in the morning and work till, you know, you're done working, and work hard. Like you were saying one day, Alpha, work hard, play hard. And California, a little bit more, since, you know, when we were there, you know, let's get it done. Sometimes, you know, laid back with like stuff like that. Still working hard, but a different way of working hard. Creativity, I guess. You know, relaxed environment, whatever. So yeah, different emphasis between West Coast and East Coast.
Chunky mixture. Deal 25 pest. Oh, that's one of my. That's this one. Chunky. Ooh, there we go. That's what I wanted. Potency. Yeah. Potency's good. Alright, you want ooze, baby? Ooze. Ooze is at the top. Yep. You want ooze chunky mixture. Now you're gonna want ooze damage and stun enemies for 1. Applying ooze. Bosses are not stunned. You want goo 100%, 120% damage. Yeah. There you go. Perfect.
I will say, like, I had a friend that was from Croatia growing up, and that's like Eastern Europe, and her mentality between her and the way she grew up and the way when she met friends in high school in Illinois, it was kind of like the difference between East Coast and West Coast. The Illinois was like the West Coast, and her version of reality was like more East Coast. Where she was in Eastern Europe was more East Coast mentality, where she would say, "Okay, guys, we're all gonna be at my house. We're gonna practice at 10 a.m. in the morning." So she would be. Where are we?
You want the top one. Yes.
My friend from Croatia, she would be up at 9:15 in the morning getting snacks ready, getting all the chairs set up, getting the music ready, getting the copies made. By 9:40, 20 minutes before everyone was supposed to arrive, she was sitting there at the door waiting for everyone. And we all showed up at 10:30 to 10:40 because we were from Illinois. So that's kind of like the way that she was raised, being from Croatia, was I said 10 o'clock and she's there at 9:40. The way that we were raised from Illinois is you said 10 o'clock, we're all here at 10:40. So we drove her nuts. And that's kind of how the difference between California
Very
and the
top.
East Coast is.
Very top. Yep.
Like Luke and I,
Let's see what
when
this
we used to
hustler
go to
has this time.
California for business stuff, we would
have
show
returned.
up exactly when they
you
asked us to
French
be there,
boy.
and they may have been there like an hour and a half later, and we'd be waiting around. Whereas when we went to Namco events and stuff in New York City, or other places in the East Coast, and we were asked to be there at 10 p.m., we'd be there at 9:15, and they would open the doors 15 minutes before 10 to make sure everyone could get in and be ready to go, you know, and have their snacks and have their place set and stuff like that 3 minutes before the presentation was going to start. Everyone was already in their seat. So there's a huge difference between, like, I would say one thing that's different about the East Coast and the West Coast is what 10 o'clock means. Does 10 o'clock mean 9:40 or does 10 o'clock mean 10:40? Because depending on where you're from, it could be an hour difference of what 10 o'clock really means. That was one difference. That was huge. And it wasn't until I moved to the East Coast that I realized how much I had annoyed my friend from Croatia, because she was just like, every time we all showed up at her door at the same time. It was always 10:30 or afterwards when she asked everyone to be there at 10. And it wasn't until years later that I realized, like, every time we would show up then, she would always be like, oh, she's like, I thought you guys were going to be here at 10 o'clock.
It works.
And we were like, we are, it's basically 10.
Hits the spot.
And she's like, it's 10:30. And we're like, we all came at the same time. We all came at 10:30 or 10:40. So it's a really, yeah, there's a huge difference between, like, how people think on different sides of the country. But yeah.
Get ready for Hurricane Raph. What? No ranch
There you go.
dressing?
No ranch dressing. I might actually dip my pizza in
A
ranch dressing
challenge.
tonight.
Should you accept it?
Alright, here we go.
Something to think about, Luke. It's something to consider.
Something. Let's get this over with, you evil reptile thing. Now, because there's two of us, there's probably going to be some nasty monsters, so just be on the lookout. We're just going to try to whittle this guy down as much as possible, and then, you know, we'll do the best.
Yeah, and now I've become more of an East Coast mentality. Like for instance, like, some of my family from the Midwest, they're like, well, you know, I can't wait until you guys can just relax most of the time and hardly work. And it's like, well, I'm an adult, so I'm going to be working till the day I die. What are you clapping for? Oh, yeah, we beat him. Good
Got
job.
him fast.
Oh, I thought you meant...
Yeah, death! Woo! Let's go!
Yeah.
The end of the age! Yeah, no.
But I mean...
No, I'm clapping because we murdered that fool real fast.
I know. Which is weird, because my dad is from the Midwest, but he's really not from the Midwest. My dad's actually grew up in Venezuela.
From Venezuela, yeah.
So his mentality, he always told me, was that he was going to work till the day he died. So he always told me and even though my dad technically had to retire, every time I do call my dad on the phone, I'm like, what did you do today? He's like, I got up at 6 in the morning and I went to the park, walked around. I fixed some of the brush outside of the house. I fixed a few things on the roof. I did a few boxes. I made a few phone calls. I organized some drawers. And it's like, okay. So in my dad's mind, and I think Luke is the same way,
I just need a minute.
even when you're not, my dad, even when he's not working, he's working. Always working on something. But, you know, my dad, Luke probably doesn't know this. He probably does. But my dad, when he was, I don't know, he told me this. I don't know if this is, you know, what this means. But apparently to work himself through college, he used to build silos out of bricks. So I don't know where he got that job, but You know, my dad, just like my husband, he is used to working hard, you know.
I just need a minute.
I'm done.
No. I mean, I just need a minute because I gotta cut this long, unnecessary stuff out of the stream. So.
You were clapping for the death of Leatherhead for God knows how many times as always. They defeated Leatherhead. Yay, he's a Shadow Trooper. 10 a.m. is pretty generous when it comes to time, says Miss Deanna. I also get up really early so I could play games without being disturbed, says Miss Deanna. My mom gets up around 4:30 in the morning and to get ready for work. I had to get up early so I could get ready for my morning walks and not get cooked by the sun later on. Oh wow, Miss Deanna. Yeah, I mean, like, before I started working with Luke and stuff, when I was practicing for music and in Illinois and doing my homework and stuff like that, on Saturdays I would sleep in until noon or 3 p.m. You know, on days that I didn't have to go to school or work, I'd probably sleep all day. If I didn't have anything to do, I'd sleep, or I'd talk to my friends on the phone for hours, or I would you know, just dress up in different dresses and, like, I don't know, just be zany, be like, basically it was like that girl from Clueless, I guess. I would be like, except for not rich, but, you know, just whatever. So yeah, I mean, like, I've really changed, like, since, you know, working with Luke, where it's like on my days off, where even if there's no video going up, or if I can't even stream till later, I now get up in the morning and I do something. I either, you know, do something, organize, vacuum. I do something. Go out to the park. I even if it's something, you know, somewhat relaxing or whatever, I get up and I actually do something. It's like, so that's a much different than I used to be. I miss my old self a lot because I used to just kind of, every day was different, and on days off I just slept. But now I'm different.
Sorry guys, I had to cut out. I said I was going to cut out that unnecessary stuff from the previous stream. That's exactly what I did. So there was a section where somebody had me go and get something that I didn't need, so I cut that entire section out. As well as I cut out, like, I was getting kind of agitated with the grinding, so I cut all that stuff out until, like, right around the time that the lightning character dies. Yeah, so that it still makes sense in the context. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, even, I think, like, even when it appeared that we weren't, you know, like, I purposely...
Top.
I don't really try to tell people this, but I purposely, when we were, and I think... That's one of the reasons why I kind of believe that things aren't... Well, I guess I'll stop talking until Luke is done his
Repurpose Dr.
Can't talk
Unit.
anymore.
Thanks for the support, Metalhead. Tell your boss we're coming.
It's my fault.
Father can help us with this. Nice. That'll help.
What is it? Just take it.
Ride the lightning.
Okay.
I got
There you go.
alternating currents to go with my
Sorry about that.
alternating
I don't know why. Sometimes I just randomly get the hiccups. I don't know why, but I just do. You're good to continue whatever it is.
I have no idea what I was saying. I just sit there and
thank you for...
There's no reason for me to say anything. I have no idea what I was saying.
Okay, so I gave you lightning power now. You have, I have ooze and you have lightning. But you also have, like, ooze. You have ooze and lightning powers. I have, ice and, ooze. So I have, like, killer ice ooze. See that final strike you did? You summoned lightning. It's pretty handy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's toast handy. Extended assault. Throw in shuriken during a dash adrenaline. I want adrenaline.
Father
You're gonna
would
want to
be
go with
pleased.
water at the top. Yep, turtle powers water. Splash damage.
Oh.
No, you were
Yeah.
correct. And you want pressure nozzle. Yeah, good. Let's roll.
Well, I'll tell you, like, I don't know what Alpha was saying. Luke and Amber were always grinding back in the day in real life.
Special forces, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like, we were always working, but I will say that I really think the key to a good YouTube channel is work extremely hard, but pretend that it's easy. 'Cause people don't want to... People like to subscribe to a YouTube channel where it appears the person is just magically getting views and subscribers, because it just looks like that person is just effortlessly growing for no explanation whatsoever. It's this magic thing that makes people want to subscribe.
Magic Optimus.
So the problem is, I think, with everything going on with our channel, we've had to be
Lightning shurikens.
we've had to explain how much work has gone into it when we didn't have to explain that last time, because we didn't need to tell anyone because we were already doing fine. So I hate, that's one thing I hate. I think that has damaged our channel the most, is having to explain everything. I think a lot of the magic is gone when having to explain. Like, being on YouTube is like a musical performance. When I was doing music in school, you know, my teacher always said, I want you to hit this really high note, but I don't want you to make it look like it's taking a lot of effort for you to hit the high note. I want you to make it look effortless. And that's exactly what YouTube is supposed to be like.
Yep, with lightning, you want shocking.
You're supposed to make it look, you're supposed to work a lot behind the scenes.
You want neutron damage applies electrified enemies. I think you want go up.
I don't know, there's only 3.
No, there's 4.
Well, it's not going up.
I got it. Aftershock. After releasing your static charge, hit a nearby enemy with 15 neutron damage per second. Elemental damage using the power of technology. Gain static charge by dealing neutron damage. Okay, I guess that's the right one.
And that's why I really think a lot of it's hard for people to, it's hard for the channel to grow, because
New merchandise and fresh fare.
it really lost a lot of its quote magic, because I don't want to have to explain all of the work that goes in. I would rather it be effortless and nobody know how much work I'm doing. I would rather people think it's magically growing, but
It's magically
I
growing.
cannot, you know, when my channel needs members and stuff, I can't pretend I'm doing nothing behind the scenes and pretend I'm doing nothing. My channel's magically growing, so please be a member. So I have to explain that Luke and I are doing everything we can and explain what we're doing and why. So then it loses the magic of it. And that's frustrating to me, because it's more relaxing to watch a channel that you don't have to explain everything you're doing behind the scenes. So we were always working hard, but we just didn't act like it. We purposely kind of, in a way, made it look effortless, even though it wasn't. So, you know. And that, I think that's the biggest, and that's like the biggest thing people say. You guys were having so much fun back there because we had to make it look effortless. That was the whole point of the channel. But then when we needed memberships, we can't pretend that it's effortless, because then people will think we're doing nothing. But one really bad thing about making the channel look effortless and trying to make people relaxed and make people think that everything's just magically happening without work is the fact that people could see all the stuff that Luke was doing, but they didn't see all the stuff I was doing behind the scenes. So people thought that that was a great reason to, you know, make fun of me and be really mean to me all the time and treat me like garbage, because they thought I didn't do anything. But I really was I used to get up really early and work all day. I was working on art. I was answering comments. I was working all the time.
Darn.
In fact, a lot of the times that people thought Luke was responding to their comments, it was me.
Yep.
Like, so, yeah, I was always working on the channel with Luke, but yeah, I mean, and now that magic is gone, now it's like, when I say that, now people don't think Luke is as cool anymore, because he wasn't somehow answering comments while he was asleep anymore. Because before it looked like he was a supernatural being that could answer comments when he was asleep.
Well, people knew it wasn't me.
How could they know? Because people would always say, thanks, Luke. Even today, people do that. I respond to people, and people always assume it's me.
If it's during the day, it's Amber. If it's nighttime,
You
it
shouldn't tell
might be
people
me.
that. I was almost trying to make it like you were a... I wanted people to think you were larger than life, so they would subscribe. I didn't want people to think of me as anything, because I didn't really think I was that great anyway. So I just worked behind the scenes. But yeah.
Okay. By the way, we're doing really good. We're gonna fight Karai soon. So your the lightning storm is not. You didn't cause that. The game caused that. So be wary of where you step. Lightning can do more damage to us than the enemies can currently. You want to grab that pizza if you can. Oh, that's a lot of lightning. That's a lot of lightning. Too much lightning. Too much, too much, too much. The lightning is also probably going to be around when we fight Karai. So, why was he just standing there like an idiot? Okay. Well, that happened. Chunky mixture. Ooze strike is for me, so number 2. Boom. You're on Utrom strike, number 3. Yes. You got it. Alright, here we go. Karai time. Will it be Mystic Karai? Will it be Shadow Karai? Will it be Lava Karai? Will she make us cry? Let's find out.
Why's it always gotta storm at times like this?
The only thing that we're missing though now is like a lot of what we used to do that we would be able to do now if we had extra stuff.
Imbeciles! You are not worthy of the Foot Clan. Remove that medallion at once!
Nah, we like it.
Yeah, you can't keep all these cool fire tricks to yourself. You gotta spread the flame.
I will show you true fire and take back what you have stolen from me.
Ooh, we made Karai mad by wearing her emblem. I didn't know that was actually a thing. Okay, Amber, heads up. She's super mad. No more lightning.
I am not finished.
What? What's wrong?
I just had way too much coffee.
Well, we asked for it.
Well, you only have like 2 more levels to go through, and then we're done.
Heavy shadow, dark pain.
That's right, you got this. We almost got her. Oof, oof. Who's damaged? She's done.
Oh wow, look.
Teamwork.
This is not.
Do you want your medallion back?
That never gets old. But swimming in this bay just might.
That was awesome. Winning! Okay, here we go. Karai did not like us wearing her little medallion. That made her... I've never seen that. She actually got real mad. She was like, what are you doing?
Oh wow, that's funny.
That is my emblem. Well, I mean, we're trying to get track fire powers because Shredder is weak to combustion and flame. Which is weird because that's what the foot uses.
Yeah, the only thing I feel like I wish I could do that could make people more like... feel like they're more...
Let's try to get through this in one
like
piece.
I could be more
Surprised the
personal
city
with
doesn't have the
people
streets
and
sorted yet.
connect with people. As I used to talk to people on Facebook a lot when we were first growing our channel. And then after a certain time, I noticed that the conversations were just getting weirder and weirder, where people would ask me really weird things. And I just felt something was very strange with that, so I don't know which one you're pointing to.
Flame
This
damage.
one?
Yep, mastery of flame.
And I stopped talking to people on Facebook. Like, I did not DM anyone. I stopped DMs altogether. And thank God I did, because now all this stuff is coming out with YouTubers that have been messaging their fans. And I think one thing you have to realize, like on YouTube, not that any, like if you ever get a YouTube channel and you get more than 100,000 subscribers, you're gonna have to stop messaging people online. You can't personal message, because people will either lie and say that you said something to them in a message, or they will accidentally get you in a position where they will get you to say something weird. And then your whole YouTube channel will come down. That's never happened to me, but, you know, it's been happening to all these YouTubers that, you know, and also you have temptation. If you're going to be messaging your fans and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, you're the best and stuff like that, you know, I would compliment you a ton, especially like for these YouTube like people that have accidentally, you know, like YouTubers, like you've noticed YouTubers that have said the wrong thing to their fans, or they are literally canceled or completely off the platform.
Not to be weird, but I keep a, like any fan I've spoken to, I have the conversation.
Oh,
and the
good.
conversation
Like you screenshot it in case they lie and say it was something else?
No, I mean, I don't talk to people a lot, so I can scroll back to years of talking.
Wow.
All the ultimates I've ever spoken to, there's a list.
And that's
everything
why
I've said.
now, like, one thing I do differently than and like, it's normal, like, when you only have like 4 or 5 subscribers and you're growing to, you know, but once you get over like 50 or 100,000, you have to stop talking to people on DMs, really, unless it's like ultimates or it's for a very short conversation, like, okay, you would like me to do this stream, okay, thank you, I will do that now. And just be very brief, only talk about the subject, because look at all these YouTubers getting canceled for being inappropriate with their fans. You have to, and I tell fans this, I tell viewers this all the time, because people used to be like, oh, you think you're better than me? You know, like, you're not talking to me? You know, it's like, I don't think I'm better than you, but I know that I don't think I'm better than you. I know I'm not better than you. We're the same. We're both people, and, you know, we're the same. But it's just like, I have a YouTube channel, and, you know, and people used to actually write, like, I noticed after getting 50,000 subscribers or whatever, that things started to change really weird with conversations with people. And one thing I noticed, like, that people would do is they would lie, or they would say something really weird and get me to try to react, and then they would be like, I screenshotted what you said, and like, I would get so confused what they were doing. They were just doing things to mess with me. Then you suddenly get people that are pretending to be your friend but are not. So that's, you know, that's one thing that, you know, like, a lot of people say, you know, like, I miss Amber when she was just like super naive and, you know, whatever. And it's like, I can't be, because I'm gonna get, you know,
Well, I'm gonna interrupt. You should never be talking to a minor on the internet at all.
I know that.
Yeah.
I haven't been. I never was.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying in general.
In general, yeah.
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be DMing any minor.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Because, like, in fact, once I turned, like, because I was, you know, like, I think I was like, I don't know, but it's like, you know, I was like 20 when I first started on YouTube, so, you know, after getting a certain amount of subscribers, I realized, oh my gosh, some of these people are going to be younger than me, and I need to stop. Like, they're like, well, I'm only, you know, and, you know, a lot of people will just come into your DMs and be like, oh my gosh, I love your channel, and then they start talking about other weird stuff, and, you know, you just have to completely, you can't do it at all. And thank God we don't, because look at, I mean, I just see all these people and they're just in so much trouble. If they would have just made the rule for themselves, don't talk to people at all, only talk, that's why I talk to people on live streams. I can at people and respond on Twitter.
It's not forever.
You know, and that's it.
You didn't heal or anything.
You know, so that's a difference.
Yep.
I'm done.
Go up to Ninja Powers. Ninja Powers.
This one?
Yep. You want dilution. Pretty sure. Okay, we're good. We're good. Move on.
Best wishes on your
And we're on the streets now, so whoa, you move real fast now. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Yeah,
Steer
I
clear
mean,
of the mastermind.
I was sad because, you know, people used to always try to talk to me and stuff, and they would be like, oh, you know, you're so mean now, you won't talk to any of us. And it's like, I'm not mean, I'm trying to protect myself. I tried to explain that, but nobody cared.
Let's move on.
Yeah, I'm done.
So, we're on the streets level right now. We just have to clear this and try to maintain as much of our health as possible. And also, our goal is to try to get either Combustion, Inferno, or some type of really powerful attack. I got nothing. Hopefully you'll get lucky. You got turtle powers. Good. Ooze. You want... Ooze... Cata... Yeah, that one. Awesome. Now you want Ooze... Abilities at the very bottom. Yeah. Perfect.
The foot have issued
I don't understand this at all, Luke.
I'm teaching you. I'm teaching. I had to learn. It's the more elemental abilities you have, the better your stuff stacks, and you can, you know, take down the enemies pretty easily. If you don't have enough stuff, because the game is built in a way that you can have multiple elements at once, which is weird because most times Ninja Turtles would have one element each. Raphael would be fire,
Yeah.
Leo would be water, Mikey
So you
would
can have
probably be...
one element for your dash, one for something else.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm like talking about other Turtle games in general. Like,
Yeah.
Donatello would be lightning, Leo would probably be water, Raph would be fire only, and Mikey would be wind or something else. You know, but in this game, you can literally have almost an endless amount of passive abilities so that no matter what enemy you come across, you're going to do elemental damage to them. Which is incredibly useful. You want turtle powers ooze. To the very top.
I think it's the ginger ale that made me feel weird.
You want
What?
strike. No, not strike. Sorry, the very top. There's a special spice. Sorry, special spice. I messed up. Could you hit minus for me? You have lightning. Okay, good. You have lightning strike that you're supposed to. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Good. You just hit B. Alright. And I got ooze strike. I could use ooze level 3. I have some unfortunate odor in the game. I have goodbye. I've got chunky mixture. I should have another type of poison. What is this? I've got a lot of unfortunate odors. Chunky mixture. And then whatever. This is potency. Yeah. Okay. Alright. We're still not where we need to be to fight Shredder yet, but we're getting there. Getting some good stuff. But we're not quite where we need to make the fight as easy as possible on ourselves because it's going to be nuts. Yeah, we want to team up on this one. You got it. Correct. Bingo. I got this fun little poison the ground type thing, which is actually kind of handy. Ah, fool, go down. Bye-bye. Alright, he's dead. Yay! That one Karai fight was interesting.
Yeah, that was cool that they changed the dialogue to that.
It's because we have the Foot Clan medal, or we had the Foot Clan medal, like, attached. We don't anymore because we need to get as much, scrap as possible so we can afford even upgrades at this point. It's very important to get the ooze upgrades at the very beginning. Then you worry about the other stuff later. Alright, so you want astral powers? Yep. You're going to want Cloak of Shadow. Now you're going to want Never Dark Star. Dark Star is very bad because it says it removes all your Splinter revives.
Okay.
Darkness deals 10 dark damage, 3% dark damage dealt with 5% move speed. Yeah, go with Astral. That one. Yep, perfect.
Only thing darker around here is my mood.
Perfecto. Moving on. Hey, Master Gundam, how's it going? Rats.
Like that. Defeated.
The rats are getting in the way. Here we go. Ah, creepy monsters. So I remembered to do my Today is Friday in California.
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't do it on the Let's Play channel though. I managed to do it on the O1 channel, or the Kwing Reviews channel.
I will never know why that's important to you, but okay.
I like it.
Weird.
It's my Friday thing. Also, I found this YouTuber guy that I kind of wanna do what he does sometimes. He does milkshake Mondays and he does float Fridays.
Why? What does he do on a...
He's just an old guy. He's kind of fun.
He has milk... What does he do on Milkshake Mondays?
He makes a unique milkshake every Monday. And he has a cookbook, too.
Okay.
Chunky mixture.
It's not very...
Gain stack of adrenaline upon defeating an enemy. Adrenaline increases physical damage.
I thought you're lactose intolerant.
Lactate milkshake.
Dreaming with my eyes wide open.
He only
Gotta
uses
take
1
this
cup,
back to the
or
lair.
yeah,
Time to
1
put
cup
this
of
junk to good
milk.
use.
And he uses 2 scoops of ice cream when he makes his milkshakes.
Got my eye on
And then
you,
he adds other
bench
stuff to it. He
boy.
always uses vanilla ice cream for the base, though. And then if it's a chocolate milkshake, he uses chocolate syrup on the vanilla ice cream. Always uses vanilla ice cream. That's what I've been seeing. It's kind of interesting.
I don't know. Somebody told me I saw someone online say that they made milkshakes, like a lot, and they would blend the ice cream, and they would add water.
Oh.
Let's make the most
No,
of
no,
it.
no. You're up.
That does not sound good to me. Well, I used to work at Culver's, and we did not add water to the
hold on
milk.
No.
We added milk.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's called a milkshake. It's milk and ice cream. The only time that we made something different than milkshake was we used to make old-fashioned ice cream sodas.
How cute.
And
You
then
two
we would
dumb
add
guys
ice
still think you can
cream.
stop what's coming?
We don't think it. We know it. Ain't that right, B?
You know it, Rock. I think.
Here we go.
We would add the ice cream, and then we would add syrup, and then we would add carbonated water with syrup and ice cream.
You
Right.
need to warm up.
But it's like kind of like a float, but blended. But we would not add water to ice cream. I've never heard of that.
Alright, he's running. We chase after him, then we beat him up.
Juniper Jr. all the way.
Bazooka blast!
Go, 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 go.
I love milkshakes. Vanilla ice cream is my
Run
favorite,
away.
says
Got those
Jesus.
numbskulls. We're like turtles in a barrel here. Watch out for lasers.
We've got to take
Okay,
out
he's
this
done. Let's go.
barricade. Yeah.
Let's
Get a
go,
move
let's
on.
go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
One
I
more
don't know. I
shield
mean,
to
I
go.
guess if I already had ice cream in the freezer, it wouldn't be hard to make. I guess it wouldn't be.
He uses a really old blender, too. He uses a very old
Survive the
blender.
setup, Rock.
Why does he do milkshakes?
It's just what he does. It's his whole thing. He's a cook, but he only cooks milkshakes and floats.
Nowhere to
But
run.
he, you know, he's an actual chef, but he has a recipe for a dessert recipe book. I don't know, I think his wife, like, did Milkshake Mondays with him, and after she passed away, it was his way of, you know, he became a YouTuber, and that's all he does. He makes shorts, though.
So you're saying you're gonna make shorts about milkshakes?
No. I want to, I like, he says his cheat days are Monday and Friday. Because the only times that he has his sweets, but he really makes... He put a whole... This 80-year-old man put a whole thing of chocolate cake in the blender. He made a chocolate cake shake. He took, yeah, I know. Took 3 scoops of ice cream, half a cup of milk. He put the glass in the freezer to make it chilled.
Oh my god.
And then he put syrup in there to make it chocolate. And then he put the whole cake in there and blended it in his ancient blender. And then he had a, you know, he had a chocolate shake, chocolate cake shake. So he made the chocolate cake and then he put it into the blender. He took a full piece of chocolate cake and stuck it in his blender. Yeah. I don't even know the name of the guy though, but I just know that he does Milkshake Mondays. That's his thing.
Have a good night, Savon. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.
Right, home stretch, baby. Don't rooftops. Rooftops 2-player.
Shredder is gonna have new tricks up his sleeve.
Cowabunga!
We're back and badder than ever.
Ninja Slice. So just so you know, because it's been moderately easy getting here, expect that to change significantly. Deals 80 ooze damage enemies for when ooze. Okay, you want unfortunate odor. That's you. There you go. All right, here we go.
About to give Mr. Mouser 2.0 the old Raph 1-2.
I really wish we could have gotten a chance to play with people online in this, but we can't. That's the only downside. Would have been fun to play with, you know, other players online.
Yeah, because when people add the game.
Yeah.
It's just annoying.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we're clear. Next rooftop. So we have to fight several rooftops before we get to the thing. Let's make the most of this. You want to do upgrades. Oops. You didn't do upgrades.
I thought I did.
No, don't. Shifting shadow.
I thought I did upgrades.
That's alright. Now you want to do nightfall. There you go.
I tried to press upgrades.
It's okay.
I guess I pressed the wrong thing.
It's alright. Accidents happen. As long as you didn't change your strike, you're good.
Okay.
Your strike is still lightning, mine is poison. So, and strike is important to fight Shredder, so he seems to be weak to poison for some reason. And they might patch this game. They might make it even harder, like after we beat it. Who knows? There's no way of knowing. Hey, you punkers. Alright, he's done. Next one. Big old mean Mouser. Yep, you got it. Good. Slicey, slicey, slicey. Whoa, I walked right into that laser. Not good. Right, out of my way, you little punk. Okay, so this rooftop's clear. 4 more rooftops. Till the mid-boss. 4 more rooftops till the mid-boss. Dark attacks. Alright. You're going to want water at the very top. Yep. You're going to want... oh, you did it before I could even tell you. Scroll down.
I'm sorry.
Okay, go all the way back to the top.
Sorry.
Still waters. A little bit too impatient. Okay, moving on.
This ain't no bubble bath.
Because you don't want... If you mess up your
I'll
strike...
just give it to you next time.
Yeah, if you mess up your strike, we're toast.
Well, Luke, I don't know what I'm doing.
Right, that's why you have to wait for me to tell you what to do.
Okay, but...
Ice is tough.
So, we're almost done. You don't want to trip and fall at the end of the race. You're almost done.
Mark 2, huh? I'm about to mark up its ugly robot mug with my side.
This dude's super annoying. Look at all that area of damage he does. Holy cow. I don't know how to get up and close personal to him. Alright, there we go. Dang it. Just like that, the dude takes most of my life away. Seriously. Okay, he's done. But now there's gonna be another one probably with the Mousers.
Whacking Mousers is becoming like second nature.
Yo! Is anybody else? Yes. Okay, clear. Oh man, I took a pounding. Holy cow.
Oh no.
Holy cow, I took a pounding. Goodbye. Okay, you want, can I see your thing? Thank you. Okay, upgrades.
You guys should try mint chocolate chip ice cream milkshake. It's so good, says Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Luke
Splash
can't
family.
have it because he can't have mint, but
Yeah.
sounds good.
There you go.
Hey, Kwing, do you know if Jim from the animated series knew if Bruce was Batman? Says American Tiger.
The Bob Hastings, Commissioner Gordon? I don't know. They never really... they didn't really do enough with the cops to know. I mean, maybe. I think he knew that Barbara was Batgirl, yeah.
Oh, wait, says, coincidentally, I just ate pizza from Pizza Hut while watching this TMNT game.
Cool.
Since the turtles love pizza! That's right, OH.
Alright. Here we go. Okay, so we got a mixture of Foot Clan and robots. Mousers. We also have a nasty... Our priority is Mr. Ugly Man. Good.
Got hit with the ugly stick.
Yeah, he got hit with the ugly stick. So he's priority. He's numero 1 on our list. Oh, he actually hurt the Mauser. That's cool. Okay, we almost got him.
Sorry.
It's alright. It was an accident. Okay, he's done. Okay, we got another Mauser. Okay, rooftop clear. Okay, they're not gonna give me anything good. Shun you guys.
Nice.
I would go with scrap. Because you're gonna have to buy stuff in the store.
This chairman guy wants scrap. Who am I to argue?
Here we go. Okay, so 4 more rooftops before we get to the healing place.
We meet again.
I believe.
Nice hat.
So it's gonna get it can get really dicey from here on out. And we're both in not the best shape.
Take that.
They got Mausers, they got elites, they got everything throwing at us.
I was just thinking, back then when I had to answer comments from people, I had to go up and, like, ask you a lot of questions about how I should respond. I didn't even know how to respond. Like, people would be like, oh, this game looks so fun. And they would talk about a retro game that they played, and I'd be like, I'd have to go ask you, like, how should I respond to this?
My regards to Shreddy. Not.
Or especially when people were making puns. I didn't really have much of a confidence or sense of humor, so, like, to respond in a joking manner to people, I didn't know how to do that. So I would actually ask Luke, like, what I should say.
Clear.
Do you remember that or no?
No.
What is the
wow.
You want turtle powers at the top? Ooze?
This?
Yep. You're gonna want, scroll down.
Looks like there's only 3 options.
Boosts lasts for an additional 2 rooms. So you want Ooze Stash.
Okay.
That's the only good one.
I'd rather have ooze than lose.
Why did they give you... Can I see that again, please? There you go. Okay, mid-boss. Mid-boss. It's gonna go mid-boss and then dude. This is the last stretch before Shredder.
Oh, there was some breakdancing going on in the Olympics? Wow,
We should
doesn't
tell
matter.
April
Interesting.
to ready the fire department.
Okay, we just have the one guy, but he's a nasty one.
Big boy mouse incoming.
Bigger the better. Thanks, April.
He's got all kinds of elemental damages.
Jerk.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I remember these guys with the helmets on another Ninja Turtles game.
Yeah, they're the elites. They're from the 2003 Ninja Turtle show.
Oh.
The elite foot soldiers. You and I did play the 2003 Ninja Turtle games on GameCube. We did the whole series.
I played some kind of game that was super hard that had those people in it.
Shoot, did I lose a life?
I thought I did.
No, we won. We just barely won. Okay, cool. When did I get strike?
Oh, Marissa says, I'm mad because they're not going to show My Hero Academia tomorrow because of the Olympics.
Yeah, well.
Sorry to hear that, Marissa.
A little touch of darkness.
Okay, you want turtle powers? Yep. Okay, you want to replace, No, you're fine. You have lightning, you're good. You want, frost. And you're gonna want, water abilities. Yep.
It says it's gonna get rid of ooze abilities.
Oh wait, no. Jeez. You want water dash?
Just get water dash.
Okay. All right.
Is there any way you can not?
No,
get some?
you have to get an upgrade. That's unfortunate, but yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Linky, that's a far way to jump there, buddy.
He's jumping far because he wanted to give
Welcome,
Zelda a lick in the face.
Yeah, but the lick in the face always turns to a punch to the face.
First it starts as licking, then it starts to clawing, then punching, then all-out war, then rolling around, biting and clawing. Then you guys get stuck in the basement. You can see that Zelda's already annoyed.
No retreat. No
Literally,
surrender.
like, he's licking her way too roughly.
Too much licking, Zelda.
Link, you're doing it too rough. Now he's licking the inside of her ears, which is gross. And she's gonna get annoyed at him. Look at her. Her little face is like, get off. Get off. Look at, now she's asking him to leave. Link, that was a hint for you. She just gave you a scowly look and looked at you in an angry way. That means stop licking me. Don't be rough. Don't be rough. Don't be rough. Like, please, don't be rough. Try to be gentle with Zelda. She's a small cat.
Okay, you want to go up to the store. Your aim is to try to get pizza. If you can. If not, I would go with, you have some
Splinter's
abilities.
Revive.
You want a Splinter's Revive? Go with a Splinter's Revive. You earned it.
Restore 25% of your max health when your health is depleted.
That would give you 5 revives, so go for it. Alright, you're good.
That's what I want.
That's all you got. You can do Chunky Mixture, or you can do Dark Attacks. I would do Chunky Mixture.
Elemental damage.
Chunky Ooze. Shredder don't like ooze. Uh-oh.
What?
It's okay, it's saved. We've been through this song and dance before. We've been through this song and dance. The game jams up, and it's not by chance. Super Evil Mega, you might want to work on that.
My sons, can you hear me?
Mother, is that you? Where are
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Let's go.
Oof.
It's truly the final all or nothing. That's right, OH. It's all or nothing. Shredder or buff.
Conan, the way of the paging, Michelangelo.
Might makes right.
Luke,
What?
you may have to get the spray bottle for your feisty friend.
Hey, feisty friend! Got him.
Thank you.
He was feisty, but he's not my friend. Well, no, he is my friend. He's still feisty. Ow.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja. Oh, wait, that was wrong. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
Come one, come all.
Dang it, I gotta go through
Yo,
this.
back for the attack. Better have something good this time.
Well, you're all done, but it didn't save mine.
Shop time.
Nope, it didn't. You're done.
Oh.
You have no scrap.
Oh.
You have no scrap to give, Amber.
Oh.
No scrap to give.
Link, stop, says Marion. See, Marion's asking you to stop.
Anything to
Link.
get stronger.
Too rough. You're too rough with Zelda. You're licking her so hard, it's like sandpaper scraping against her face. You literally need to not be as licky.
Water. What's not to like?
Easy helps.
Zap attacks.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Cat. Teenage Mutant Ninja cats.
Alright, so I've got that. Can I see your stuff again, please? You don't have a strike ability? How is that possible? It took all your stuff away?
What do you mean?
It took all your stuff away, Amber.
Oh. Oh.
When it jammed up, it took all your stuff away, but all my stuff is still here.
Oh my gosh!
Wow, that's a heck of a glitch. This is going to be very hard. Alright, just do your best, honey. You don't
How many
have
lives do I have?
2. But you have no... You have nothing to fight Shredder with at all. This is...
my gosh!
Yeah, they killed our run.
This is stupid! I had all those upgrades!
All Amber's upgrades are gone. That's messed up. That's really messed up.
I will never underestimate you, but I will never fear you.
Then you are only half correct, mutant.
I guess you're just gonna have to run up and kamikaze him, Amber.
I am. Is Leo older than Raph? I believe Raph is the oldest.
No, Raph is not the oldest.
Oh.
Leo's the oldest. That's why.
Alright, I guess Leo's oldest. Raphael, he's the leader of the group.
Okay, alright. Here we go.
Oh my gosh, Luke! I worked so hard to get the correct stuff.
Run up and get him, Amber.
Luke!
You think you're a ninja? Hatsumaki. Contaminate. Oh!
Getting sad.
This is so stupid. When we win or die, it will be without honor.
I'm barely doing any damage because it's just me. I'm the only one that has elemental updates or anything.
Why did they take all my stuff?
I don't know. That was the game jammed up and then it took all your stuff away from you. It's kind of funny, but very frustrating. Luckily, it didn't take my upgrades away.
Feeling funny.
Because Shredder's almost... He's going to be on his next phase, which is his master phase, is the strongest one. Amber's like, I don't know what to do. All my stuff is gone. Maybe Raph is just strong enough without all the bells and whistles. I don't know. Zelda!
What are you doing, Zelda?
Zelda's like, I want coffee.
Oh.
But I'm a girl. Girls drink coffee.
Girls drink coffee.
I manifest reality.
What is this? Betty by time? Wake up!
Oh my god.
Yeah!
See, that's the kind of stuff that I say that gets
Zelda, do not do that!
That's the kind of stuff I say that gets me in trouble. Like yesterday, somebody said that I said that certain gamers had the IQ of .30.
You never said that yesterday. Years ago.
I don't know. I mean, I can imagine myself saying something like that, but it would have to have been late at night when I was just messing around and I wasn't being completely serious. And I just said now, only angry girls drink coffee. I don't really believe that everyone who drinks coffee takes it. I'm just saying it as like a sort of semi-joke. Like, a lot of the stuff I say is like a half a joke. I have a lot of half jokes. Like, I slightly believe that because I know some girls who are angry that drink coffee. However, I don't actually believe that everyone drinks coffee. Just like, I believe some people who can't play retro games probably have an IQ.
Never. You're not helping us.
But I probably don't believe everyone that...
Vortex! This is when I get stronger.
You're not helping.
Help yourself.
You're literally supposed to be my turtle shield. Walk up and use your X attack, which is very strong and does a lot of crit damage to him. All your upgrades are gone. Sorry to tell you like that.
I'll show you, ninja! ninja. You think you're a ninja?
Serious doom and gloom.
I don't care. I mean, you don't bother me. I used to say to people a long time ago, like, I talked to my wife the same way I would talk to anyone who was playing second player.
Of course.
And, like, people were like, I'm so confused. Like,
Take that!
oh, she's asking her to go up and get that guy.
Win!
Oh my gosh.
So stupid. I'm so angry.
I can't even see how much damage you're doing to Shredder. Like, I'm just here wailing on him too and hoping for the best. Hoping he doesn't have a third phase. Because of third phase. Yeah, third phase. We're hosed. Blech. I'm about to lose a life now, finally. I've been wailing on Shredder for so long. Poison! That's a fun ability. Whatever that poison circle that I shoot out, that does an insane amount of damage. I lost a life! Poison. Poison bomb. Nice job, Amber! He's dead!
Raphael wins! 1-0.
This cannot be.
Oh, ye of little faith, Shredder Saki. I am many things, but I am no cheater.
Yeah? Then put your money where your big mouth is, chump. Give us back our sensei.
Raph's right. You say you're not a cheater, then it's time to pay up.
Oh, we played your twisted game, and we won.
Totally.
And what a hard-earned and well-deserved victory, I must say. Against seemingly unbeatable odds, you stand triumphant. You four surprised even me. No easy task, that. Color me impressed.
Coloring you or impressing you are the last things we give a crud about, jerkwad. Give us our father!
Ask, and ye shall receive, O indignant one.
In case you missed it, we ain't asking.
Yes, well, semantics aside, the final trophy is now yours.
My sons, you have prevailed, just as I knew you would.
Father! Are you okay?
I am much more than okay, Michelangelo, now that I have been reunited with my precious children.
And soon you will all be returned to your subterranean home.
What? Not gonna show your skatey cat mug before you get rid of us?
No, now is not the time for me to reveal my true self. Make no mistake, you have won the final trophy today, but there are more games to play, more opponents to face, and more trophies to win or lose.
Wait, what are you saying?
Does this have something to do with Baxter Stockman?
All in due time, inquisitive child. For now, congratulations on your victory. You return home winners. And should you desire more challenges, I've no doubts friend Shredder and his minions would be more than willing to continue the competition. Although, the ultimate trophy he sought now belongs to you. There are still prizes to be collected and moral victories yet to be claimed.
Ain't nothing moral about Shredder and those foot chumps.
Enough of your talk. Honor your pledge. My sons have beaten you. Now send us home.
Beaten me? Oh, you poor deluded mutants still have much to learn. However, those hard lessons will come later. For now, be gone.
the heck, robot dude?
Sorry, Angel. He does that sometimes.
What? Give everyone heart attacks?
You get used to it.
Warning! Incoming!
We heard you the first time, MH.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Please just tell me the turtles are on their way home.
Affirmative. But not only the turtles.
We got Sensei back. Good. Now it's time to start laying some serious hurt on that bozo creep that took him.
I learned a lot about being a leader during this mission. But now that we've got Father back where he belongs, it's time for me to step aside and let the best of the best take over.
Hey! Looks like the gang's all here!
Yo, check it out. It's Raph and the dudes.
And Master Splinter.
Oh my gosh, Master Splinter! I'm so happy you're back safely.
As am I, Miss O'Neill. And it would not have been possible if it were not for all of you so earnestly working together to bring me home.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's gotta do it. Am I right?
Especially when most of it's happening in the sewers. Blah.
This is so awesome. Once Metalhead figured out you were the last thing missing on his inventory list, I wanted to make sure everyone was here to welcome you back, Master Splinter. I hope you don't mind.
On the contrary, Miss O'Neill, I am both humbled and honored to share this moment with so many brave warriors.
So, that's it then? This whole crazy game we've been playing is over?
Not quite, Angel. The creepy guy who had Father prisoner made it pretty clear that he's not done doing whatever the heck it is he's doing.
Which means we can't quit either. We might not know what this mystery guy's true motives are, but we do know he's got Baxter Stockman mixed up in his plans, and foot or no foot, that can't bode well.
No, my son, it cannot. As both mayor of this city and a scientific genius of questionable ethics, Baxter Stockman remains a dire threat not to be underestimated. As to the Foot Clan, I do not believe Orokusaki will accept this defeat lightly. He may not have my head as a trophy as he hoped, but I fear that may only increase his desire for revenge against our family.
All due respect, Sensei, but what's new?
Well, the weirdo character pulling the strings from behind the curtain for starters.
Yeah, and with so much exotic tech at play. Magic! We've still got our work cut out for us.
Donnie's right. We reunited our family, but we've still got a city to protect.
And a high-tech mystery to solve.
And an annoying no-faced coward to stomp.
Well, before we do any of that stuff, I'm thinking we got some serious celebratory pizza to scar first. Supervillain bad guys later. Hot, gooey, cheesy goodness now. Cowabunga! That's the spirit, Robo Bro. Party time!
Kawabunga, indeed. It is so good to be home.
Alright guys, there you go, that's the ending. There's no ending credits. I've been told by a friend of mine that they think that you have to actually beat the game by going through the rifts to find out who the secret bad guy is, but I'm pretty sure the secret bad guy is Krang.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good enough. I mean, at least we got...
Splinter's home. We win.
We got... Splinter went home.
Mm-hmm.
And... Another Let's Play is...
Complete! Yep, so...
Pretty
much complete, yeah. There's no end credits. No, I don't even know how to... If the mobile game even had end credits, I don't know. But that's it, that's all. So... We're going to be doing probably a Ninja Turtles game tomorrow for fun, because we're not quite done with the TMNT yet. So we're going to be looking at a Wii game from a while ago. So if you guys like Smash Brothers, we're going to be playing TMNT Smash Up. So we're gonna do that. And we're also going to look at a game at 4 o'clock as a brand new game, which is called Abthor. So you're...
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Your schedule tomorrow is Abthor, TMNT, Multiverses, and then an Ultimate Selects. That's the plan.
Cool.
So, this stream just has to get 1,000 views for you guys to get another Ninja Turtle stream. This one, or not this game, but, you know, actually, no, this stream doesn't have to get 1,000 views. It's over. We got a $2 super chat, so...
It's over!
We are done. Amber has beaten her first Hades game, so give it up for game cred for Ams. She did really good.
I get game cred.
Amber's leveled up as a gamer again. And check out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate. It's a really fun game. Our advice is make sure that you upgrade your passive skills. Get as many passive skills as possible. Ooze, lightning, fire, maybe water. But mostly the ones that do the most damage to Shredder and bosses is ooze, which is poison, fire, which, you know, fire, and lightning, which is lightning. So those work out really well.
Hope the game doesn't jam up on you.
And hope the game doesn't jam up on you. Yeah, totally. Alright guys, you'll be redirected to Multiverses. Multiverses will start when it's around 40 likes. It's currently at 30 likes. And counting on you guys. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. And TMNT Smash Up tomorrow as more of the TMNT goodness continues. We'll also be looking at the brand new Ninja Turtles game this September based on the new Mutant Mayhem cartoon show. God bless, happy gaming. See you guys on Multiverses.
See ya! Thanks for watching!